you can see why just was breaking the camera per se. So, so Kari, you'll notice that Sylvanca, she's waking up. She's having a bit of problems, probably getting herself collected on something. I mean, you do sleep under blankets and such, so. But it is already noticeable about loins. I mean, they're not huge. They're just. She cannot fly by them by any means yet. So, Jamon and Big, this is easy for you to spot.
Veith would look to Germon and says, "She looks different."
Oh, what was your first clue?
The wings.
I'll have to get you a cookie later. Well, of course, your little treat might be something a bit more demonic, depending on how she acts, but that's all on her. I mean, she's still Sylvanca to me, so as long as she doesn't have any negative side effects, it's whatever.
Alright. Helena, of course, you do spot this as well. You probably have a big smile on your face.
I just. Helena would look at Sylvanca and be like, I wonder if you would like demon meat now. The demon pork sounds really good right now.
She'll just look at you. I don't know. Never had it. Never been around it really. Other than what I think Calfrim served you that one time. I have to admit, it didn't smell good to me then, but
You're different now.
Yeah, well, I'm having a bit of a problem right now. That's why I'm not getting out from under a cover.
Well, Kaataria would probably help with that. Help get her out of the covers.
Well, it's not per se getting her out of covers. It's basically with her pants having been undone a bit. They definitely have slid down to a point that you'll find out she has a tail now. Trying to help her. So it's basically trying to modify her pants.
Well then.
Well, I mean,
Would look over to Helena. Do you think you could help us over here, please?
Probably. Maybe. Not 100% sure, but we could always try.
Alright, so are you going to help her as well? Because there's going to be a kind of performance check here. Okay, so if you're both doing it, you'll get advantage. Okay. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, with both of you working on this together and all, course, Dramon and Beat are probably just kind of like, what is going on now? You're able to modify at least the pair of pants that she has to accommodate the tail so she can get out. And of course, the slit's maybe a bit bigger than normal, but it's due to the end of her tail is too wide as it is than the rest of it. And she'll finally come out, and you'll see that she has like not a fully length tail of most, but it's about maybe 2 feet long, and it can go up to 4 feet easily for a second or so. As she gets up out of the covers, finally. Thank you, both of you. This was definitely not what I expected.
I would expect not.
Yeah, and then you'll notice that her nails are just a bit longer, not much. And it seems to be pointing out a bit. But nothing else is visibly changed. No horns or anything like that. And you'll notice that like the wings are like moving at times, and it's like you can see this look of maybe partway confusion as, I mean, new body parts. Try and get used to what they could do.
Sicaria would look over to her and say, you know, the next time Helena and I decide to take the express route, you can come too.
She looks over at you, kind of smiling, then looks, I don't think my wings can do that just yet.
There's only one way to find out. Oh yeah. She kind of looks straight over at you and says, okay, sure. Thing is, you don't get to open up your wings as far. So, with that, she's like, well, sorry for the delay. Let's get going. We're supposed to be trying to find another power here.
I'm ready to roll perception whenever.
Alright, so y'all start going down the hallway more. I mean, your marching orders can change up too quickly here because you might stop and look at something, but everyone go ahead and roll a perception as you're going down through here. Okay, I guess we're going to have the DAT 20s again from Dramon this week.
Seems fine to me.
Well, Dramon should share it with the rest of the groups more often.
Nope.
Well, it's a good thing Vetha and Dramon are definitely not staring at anything else but the path and such, and keeping an eye out for things. Beth, you're noticing that you keep seeing the bound hand symbol. You know what I mean? The exact. I'm not gonna keep repeating it, but it's like hands bound by at the wrist with a red cord. Of course, this is what God this is of. And as such, Dramont, you kind of stop and look, and you start seeing something that's troublesome ahead. It's almost like slates on the floor. Kind of like a checkerboard effect. We're talking about 5 across O and about 10 deep.
Okay, where's the chess pieces at? Is this a giant test of endurance with chess? I mean, I suppose I have patience to play that game, but I'm not being the chess pieces. No, no.
So, well, Sylvanca comes up. Okay, is this? I don't know if I would call this chess, but it's something, isn't it?
Hmm. But knowing these crazy little trials, I wouldn't be surprised if it was some kind of annoying mind game.
Mind game, indeed, but I wonder what kind of mind game. You'll see that she'll reach down, picks up a pebble, throws it out. It goes out about maybe 4 deep in, hits a space, and it opens up, and the rock just falls.
Gets a piece of paper out. Looks where you threw that. Marks it. Okay, you want to keep trying that for everything? That's how we can beat this.
Well, I mean, it would take us all day to figure it out, but unless we can figure out something else around here. But I'm not seeing anything, and I guess we can try this a little more, maybe test some things. So, as I said, this is about 4 in, and you know what? I'll use a map on this and just kind of color code this between 2 colors to help out. As I said, it was 5 wide. And 10 deep. One,
So you said the floor panel just opened up.
floor panel open up and all.
Is it still open?
No, it actually closes back after a bit, but Jermon was able to see this. And I will denote that in red as to where that panel was that opened up. On the map. So, and I'll bring the map up on stream for everyone to see. She kind of threw it in the center of this, as it's like 5 wide, 10 deep. So, She can definitely throw another rock, or anyone can, and you can denote where you're throwing it to, or where you want her to throw it to.
Yep. I have my piece of paper out. It's by now marked everything in sight, so just throw it or whatever.
You're not telling her any specific place, it's just a random area to throw it.
Which side are we on? The top?
Yeah, you're on the top here. I'll move a couple of your pieces just so you know where you're at.
So we're wanting on the white panels?
Is it the white? Are you sure? I mean,
Veith is going to tell her to toss the rock on the middle, the first middle white tile.
all right. She probably told your mom just step back if she doesn't know what could happen here.
Veith is just going to watch.
Mm-hmm.
He moved.
Yeah. She'll toss it on there. Yeah, well, nothing actually happens that you can tell at the moment.
A little bit of realism for me marking stuff, so.
Okay.
Now that we have a lead on where to go, well, I always pick left. Oh, why don't you throw it to the upper left of that, the middle tile? That's good. Good.
Okay, throw it to that on the side where beat this then to you. Correct?
Maybe on the side where it'd be on the side where Sylvanca is. I'm saying Germon's left.
Oh, okay, okay. Alright, so she'll take another Yellowstone. And I mean, there's not a whole lot of these, so. But she takes another one, throws it up on that. As far as you can tell, nothing's happening.
Okay, Vita's going to step up to the middle tile. Take out his hammer, hold it in both hands, and just lets the head drop onto the tile. It's heavy, so if the tile's going to activate, it likely would. I would think.
Okay. Alright, so you're going up to this middle tile that's been kind of tested as safe just to put weight, even more weight on it just in case.
Just to check it, yeah.
Yeah. So your hammer comes down on it. Nothing's happening, it seems.
Okay. He is going to step onto it.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
Nothing's happening at the moment.
At the moment. That has me worried.
There could be certain triggers that might cause stuff to happen.
Again, it has me worried.
So what are you going to do?
Guess I'll step onto the next tile. The next safe tile that we know of.
Okay. You step over to the next tile. Nothing's happening.
Okay, I'm gonna tell Sylvanca to toss one onto the third white. The looking at the map, it is the right tile in the third row.
Okay. All right. So she tosses another one. Yeah. It doesn't make it all the way. It hits a tile next to you on that wall. And luckily, where you're standing at, though, you feel the heat of it. You just have a stream of hot plasma fire shoot up for about 5 seconds and then it stops.
Oh well then.
Okay. So which one's the plasma one?
Here, I can mark that for you. That was the one that was, because Beats is actually moving. Beats, move to where you were standing at. Since you're moving through the map. Even though it probably was nice and warm for Beats, actually. I mean, not in the fire, but, you know.
So I'm right there.
Yeah.
He's gonna look to Sylvanca and say, "How many rocks do you have left?"
Not many. If someone can find a few more, it'd be nice. Looking at probably Kaataria and Helena as Dramon's one try and mark out this, and Beast deciding to walk on out ahead.
Are there? Is it stone tiles on the ground?
I would not say stone tiles per se, as it's like
Not the puzzle. Like as we were walking in on this safe ground.
okay. You see the color outlines. Now, per se, you don't see any true cracks or anything. It's like a checkerboard, as I called it. That's the best way to do it. Checkerboard, chessboard. You get the idea.
With this puzzle.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay. What about where the rest of the party is standing?
Just a regular rocky path that you've been walking down it. This temple is almost like the most hastiest thrown together thing with rock there ever was. Half the time you're wondering if it's going to collapse on you at any moment, but it seems like it's not.
Okay. Well, I'm going to back up on safely, or air quotes, the safe way we know.
Okay.
And I'm going to start using my claws to dig.
Okay.
If that's possible.
As
just
you,
to like dig up rocks and gravel and such.
Okay. I understand what you're saying. I need you to make a dex save as you have done this.
On the way back?
Yep. Basically on that last tile, or the first tile that you would have stepped on when you first started right there. Yeah. I need you to make a dex save now.
Uh, 17, but I am not proficient.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you make the save here.
Huzzah.
Though, you still get stuck by a few of them.
Uh-oh. A few what?
Darts.
Oh.
So you only take 8 points of damage. Roll me a con save though. I think you would about make it even if you rolled a 1 maybe. I forget what your con is.
My con is +8.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could roll low and still probably save on the con because this is very old, very very old stuff. Oh,
18.
doesn't even affect you. It's like a very ancient poison that's lost a lot of its
So how much
potency.
damage?
8 points. So for you, I think it would have gone down to 4.
Did I make the save?
Yeah, you made. Okay,
Okay.
it was a total of 16. I already cut it in half.
Okay, then yeah, 8.
Yeah,
Because I don't have any resistances.
yeah, you don't have that totem up. Yeah, you're not raging right now.
Correct.
So yeah, so that happens. For Germon, as he did roll crit 20, and this will. Germon, you've been hearing like a click, 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 and that's when the darts came. So you now know that you got to watch how many times you're stepping on some of these tiles. That could be safe as it's cranking it up or something.
I've got to say this is some kind of unfair psycho chess. Great. The more times that you get on said tile, the more that pew pew can stab ya. Great.
Wondering what Zakaria and Helena thinks about this.
You might not want to know what Sakaria's thinking.
Yes, I do.
No, we're not letting you run through this.
Dang it.
Dang it.
She's going to study the safe tiles to see if they may be actually trapped as well, along with the rest of them.
All right, you'll roll that with advantage as Sylvanca's kind of wondering how this is being done now. She because of that trap going off. Thanks, B. Tess.
You're welcome. Glad to be of service.
Yeah, I mean, you did get back over, so you're able to kind of try to dig into the flooring to see if you can shard off any other rocks. But all right. So, Zakari, as you really start looking, placing it, with Sylvanca's help, you realize every single one of these tiles that you can see so far, up 3 rows, such, has a certain mechanism to cause it to do something. And there is no way, as you can tell, or Sylvanca, even Sylvanca with her years of experience, is like, there's no way we can disable this.
So we have 2 options. Still play skip the stone and hopefully hit one of these tiles to see if they're safe, or we just run through it.
Well, Sylvanca kind of gets up. Thank you for the host, Diablo. Sylvanca kind of looks. Well, There is a slight delay that I've noticed, even though it's only like a second or two. And definitely got rope long enough. As she's looking, she looks back behind her, looks at where rope can be secured at. As she starts securing off 2 ropes. Kind of comes over. So we have an option. Here's our options. We have one person. I'm saying we stick to the alternating tile. That's kind of like, and I'm using the white here, even though it's white. It's not truly white. I mean, it's like 2 different colors of stone. But this is a lighter color. She's like, lighter color stones we try to run across, as obviously there, maybe it's how many people step on it or something to cause a trap to happen. And we take the rope across, tie it off to where you all crawl across the 2 ropes and not have to traverse the tile.
That sounds like a plan to me.
So you don't need rocks.
We could be trying to do that all day. And that could be setting it to where it'll go off even earlier. We don't know how many times stepping on one tile will cause it to go off.
We could get up.
So who are we going to have do this?
Vito, hold up a hand.
Okay, so Vita's volunteering himself. It looks like Sylvanca's wanting to do it herself, though. She's still getting used to certain things, so maybe it's not the best idea for her to do it. Anyone else wanting to volunteer to where it's got to be voted on, or is everyone going to agree to Vita doing it?
Beast can do it if he wants to.
Sicaria would volunteer as well.
Perfect.
All right. So between Sicaria and Beads, what do the other 2 of you say?
I don't like being a guinea pig. Just go. Just go. Just go.
Okay.
Have fun.
So basically, you're willing for both of them to do it. It sounds like. All right. Which one of you wants to go first?
I'm closest to the tiles, and I went first last time, so I'll go first.
All right. So you will need to make.
Because I am.
Okay, you're going to stick to the white tiles. I take it.
Yes.
All right. So you will need to make me 2 deck saves.
So where
Where
are we looking at?
All right, it's however
Sorry,
you
the
wish.
rope.
Now, when I'm saying 2 deck saves, that's for the whole from one end to the other. There's 2 deck saves you have to make doing this. As if you haven't figured out how many times the plates pressurize, is basically charging up dart guns.
Yeah. But the thing I'm asking is, where are we tying the rope off on to? Are we doing it on a wall or from the ceiling?
Not per se a wall, because there's like small, jagged rocks and such. It's heavy enough to hold people, ropes and such, and that's what she's tied off to. And she's did like a, you know how you can go around like a post where both ends of a rope is like on each side going out. Think of it. That's how she's tied off these two. That way they're close together. And there's definitely another like set of rocks on the other end that you can do this. She's handing you one of the ropes and is handing Sakaria the other one. As you're both going to do this.
Okay. So I need 2 deck saves.
2 deck saves. And I'm having to count this because it's a certain number to charge these dart traps. And it's on the road that the last one's pressed.
12.
12 will
First one.
save on the first one.
Do you want me to just roll it again or wait till damage? Or do
You
want
can
me to
roll it
con?
again. I'll get the damage. Okay, you'll take only 4 points this time.
Is that rounded down?
Yep, it's already rounded down. It was 8.
Okay. Do you want me to roll con before my dex?
You can go ahead and roll your con. Yeah, they're all going to be poisoned. So, yeah, you can need to roll your con. Saved.
Okay.
The DC on the con is like 10. So.
Okay, so I need to roll a natural 1.
You need to roll a 2 or higher. Because 1 will make it 9.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I need to roll a nat 1 to fail.
Yeah, literally. I mean. All right.
Con. I think I beat it.
Yeah, 6 points of damage from that one on the piercing. And that was rounded down. It was actually 13, so you know how that goes.
Yep. So that's just me at the other end now?
You're at the other end with the rope. You see where you can tie it off to. Now it's Sakaria's turn to run across. No.
So I guess I do the same saves he does.
Yes, you do. Now, the thing is, let me count out how many you're going to do.
I'm sorry.
You will need to do 3. One thing is, you are a rogue and can get where you don't even get hit. And you barely saved on that one. And as a rogue, you have evasion, so no damage whatsoever. So no cons.
So I don't roll a con save?
You don't have to. You're not getting hit at all. Power of the rogue. Okay, with a nat 20, you don't even need to worry about the last one. This is how good you are.
Well, way to show me up. Gosh.
Hey, you did an excellent job getting over here.
So, for the last bit, as a nurse said, darts have come out of the wall, and this is at different points. Sakaria just starts cartwheeling across all the way to the other end, where the other set would have come out, and she just got right there, so you two can tie off the rope.
I'll do that.
All right. So this is gonna be a gimme. This is easy tie offs and all. If y'all don't know how to tie a knot, I'll be. I'm being nice on this part. So
Veeth knows how to tie a knot. It's just not a sailor's knot.
it could be a bulldog tie, but it's gonna hold. As you, both of you are gonna test it, make sure it's holding. So back on the other end, Sylvanca will look to Jamon. Would you like to try crawl across first?
I'm not some, barbarian that doesn't know how order goes. So, Helena, ladies first.
Sure.
Okay. So Helena is the first one to come up. So you will need to make me either athletics or acrobatics check to do this.
Acrobatics. And I'm proficient.
She's proficient.
Talking about acrobatic feat, as this says, Helena just gets up on her feet on each rope and just walks all the way across. She almost even walks on just one rope at certain points just to show off a bit as she gets all the way across
Just
to the
the
other side.
style.
Yeah.
Yep. I gloat.
Jamon?
Where's the soul coins? I can get paid to do this. Fine. Let's see. Acrobatics or athletics. Load page, you can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. All right. 0 and 0. Okay. Let's see. See. First check. Boop. Awesome. Are we surprised? No. Second. Awesome. Let's take that damage, baby.
Alright, so, yeah. You only needed to make one, so 6 is the only one you needed, so. Yeah, Jamon. You try to start crawling across it, and you're doing like hand on it, legs on the back, trying to scoot across, and you're not one to be, you're not. This isn't your style of things. You rather just burn stuff, or whatever. Be looking at a book instead, but yeah. You definitely have a problem. That you lose your grip on one. This is a dex save. I can't help it. Make a dex save.
I love them.
Bob better start giving you your nat 20s again. Alright. Thing is, Sylvanca's on her way. Now it's high or low, or odd or even, you name it.
Odd.
Odd, okay. right. Lucky for you, your feet have landed on on one of the light tiles. Though you are balanced very precariously trying to hold on to the rope. As such, Sylvanca has gotten on the ropes, has rushed to where you're at, about middle ways, and kind of is like trying to help you back up onto the ropes.
Thank you.
Let's just try to have you walk on the rope the rest of the way. I'm going to be behind you and help you.
Oh, goody, I get to be a circus performer. Maybe my long lost cousin would have been proud.
So with that, no other role as she did the role here. You basically make it across the rest of the way as she's holding on to you. Make sure you don't fall again.
What next, Temple? What next? You want me to start doing push-ups or something, and if I don't do them right, you smite me with lightning? Is that it? Is that it?
Let's, Jamon, please don't. We don't want to invoke anything like that. Let's just hope it's. This is a god of endurance, and obviously we're having to endure a lot of crap.
Let's just go. Let's just go.
I agree. Let's go. So another round of perception checks from everyone as you start coming to an archway. Okay.
Perception.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so basically everyone's able to see. I mean, some of you really see how bad this could be. So as you are at this archway, you look inside. You see the door on the other side, and it's actually already open for you to go through. You know how those big trial rooms have been, but getting there's the thing. They definitely got this god part right, as it's god of endurance. It's an obstacle course to get through. But as this is happening, there is like a bright light in here. Helena, I need you to make a wisdom save.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, don't worry. I had to roll one for someone else, so don't worry. You're not the only one here.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm proficient in that too, which doesn't even help.
Yeah. Alright. So, as you and Sylvanca have looked in this room, Sylvanca may be already embracing the side that's becoming of her now. Who knows? Because she failed it just as badly as you did. You're going to take 21 points of radiant damage.
Ow!
Jeebus.
21.
It's better than some of the others that she took. And you got I mean, you had a long rest, so you were at full health. So,
No.
so you see, the rest of you would notice that Sylvanca and Helen are like they're hurting. Something has just lambasted them.
I'd be afraid if I go to like some holy demon temple. Holy demon. I bet I'd probably like die or turn into a incubi or something. Just let me know if you need a potion. Nah, I got those.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, crap. I don't think Helen and I can keep going through this, or you'll see Sylvanca backing out and literally pulling Helena back as well, as they can't be able to stand in that light for too long. So they back
Well,
off about 60 feet from the doorway.
I wonder if we pass this obstacle course if the light would go out.
Possible. Maybe. Sylvanca just looks to the three of you. Well, it is an obstacle course. Obviously, if you can get through it, you can get the power here. But I don't think Helena or I are going to be able to with that light in there. And she'll go ahead and pull out a vial of a potion, healing potion, and hands it to Helena as well. That potion did 18 points of healing for you, Helena, as she drunk
Okay.
one too. So, who wants to bravely do the endurance run here?
What are you looking at me for? I'm not the star of the show. It's Sicaria.
Come on, German, you can do it.
How about you pay me some more of that moolah and maybe I'll consider it. Oh wait, I don't want to die.
I can do it.
Did Fuzzy say that I could do it?
Yes, Beat said he can do it. So, Bonka's like, yes, but whoever decides to go through here better have the weapons that's getting enchanted, which I thought were someone's daggers.
Sicaria.
I will go across as well.
Sicaria. Oh god, I'm sick with something. Whew.
Okay, so
Sure.
Zakaria and it sounds like Veeth is wanting to go too. Or is Veeth going to stay back and watch Zakaria do this solo?
Veeth will stay behind for a tag out, essentially.
Okay, I'm not sure, but tag out is.
Basically, if Zakaria gets to a point where she can't pass, Veeth will start making his way over there to help out.
Alright. Well.
And let her then continue on, as he'll stay at that point where it's safe.
So.
Or
Actually. Alright. There is going to be a total of 10 checks here. And it's 5 and 5 on athletics and acrobatics.
Oh boy.
So, thing is, it depends on how you wish to start out. There's like two different ways you can go. One, it's like a athletics type of thing, dealing with strength more. The other way is a dex. Which way do you wish to go first, Sicaria? Do you want to try to do like an acrobatic thing or an athletic deal?
Acrobatics.
All right, roll your acrobatics check. And it's hard to do a map for this, so take that down. All right, so acrobatics.
Okay. I apparently haven't updated because that should be a +7.
Do an explanation point update. See what's. Yeah. Okay. Well, 15. All right. We'll consider that a 15. So, yeah, this one is like you look over to maybe pulling yourself up through something or walking across like a log system, and it's like, oh, I'll do the log before I'll start pulling myself up on something first. So you just. It's almost like a hop skip for you. This is an easy acrobatics check as it'll get tougher as it goes along. So yeah, you walk across the log with no problems. And now you're coming to where you have to kind of like force your way through something. So it's going to take an athletics check.
This is probably not going to be good.
Then again, you never know. So early on, I mean, your adrenaline's pumping. You're able to push through. It's like you're having to push logs literally out of your way that's hanging down as you're pushing through here, because these aren't light logs, but hell, you've got it. You're just already pumping with adrenaline or something. As you push through, it's now you're having to kind of like swing across a couple of things. There's like ropes down. You have to swing from one rope to the other. This is a acrobatics check more as you see that it's going to take a little more finesse and strength to get through this. And again, you could almost be showing off on acrobatics here. So now you're coming to where you got to climb up a wall about 30 feet tall. This is an athletics check, not acrobatics, as you can't really do anything acrobatic with this. This is straight pulling yourself up the wall. Okay. So yeah, you pull yourself up. Even though it seems like you're pumping with adrenaline, but it's starting to feel a little more towering. So as you get to the top, you see where now you've got to walk across a rope. One rope, not two. So of course this is going to be an acrobatics check.
From that one, it seems like she may have actually worked in the circus for a little while.
Oh, that's highly possible. I mean, you just kind of walk right across like a normal high flyer circus performer would have easily. As you do that, you get to the next thing where you've got to literally push something out of your way to go on through. It's like a boulder or something that you've got to push. No way around it. Alright. Yeah, you're pushing on it. It's not moving very fast on you. I mean, you're really putting some strength behind it. It's starting to. It's just taking a lot out of you here.
I'd probably say something along the lines, move faster and try to kick it.
Interesting tactic there.
So, yeah, you doing that. V, you're passive. You're able to be seen. You're keeping an eye on her, and you're. It's hard to see some of this, but you're seeing like, oh great, she may be in where she can't get on through. You might need help because, as I say, it's barely moving, and this isn't like a smooth boulder. This is a boulder.
All right, I will go to try and help.
All right, so you're gonna take the same path she did.
Do I have to?
Yeah, you kind of have to anyway. So, acrobatics first.
Right.
It sounds like Veith didn't like the path she chose.
No. He's not very good at acrobatics.
Well, this is a log to walk across. You literally would have to be clumsy to fall off it, and you're making it look easy, Beith. And then you get to the heavy hanging logs that you got to be like pushing out of your way for the next thing. So roll your athletics here. Not a
Low
problem.
roll.
Yeah, and that's a low roll, and yet it's like, whatever. You're just pushing them out of your way like a person you are. And then, of course, now the another acrobatics thing you having to do, and it's like, the swinging system.
Okay.
Yeah, Beef, you're making it easy on that. I mean, supposedly you don't like acrobatics, yet it's working
I
out
don't.
for you. Now comes the wall that you have to physically pull yourself up on.
Oh. Mm. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of do it and you just slip and fall after about 5 or 10 feet. You don't really take any damage from it. You just fall on your butt like, just probably growl.
Yeah, I growl at the wall. and go at it again.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
There we go.
Yeah, that's more like me. So, yeah.
Just take his claws, just dig into the wall, and just.
Yeah, you're literally digging in where you're supposed to be grabbing hold of. You're just like bam, bam. You get up the wall. Now comes the nice rope that you got to walk across. Supposedly.
This is what I'm worried about. Average.
All right. I have to make one dice roll here on my end.
Do I crawl across? Do I like shimmy myself across it upside down?
We'll see.
Unless the rope breaks.
No, that's actually what you're doing.
I'm just upside down.
Yeah, you just like, you just grab hold of the rope, go like on the underneath, crawl across because you just don't trust yourself to even do what like Sicaria or Sylvanca could probably do, or even Helena. You do that,
Nope.
you get over and pull yourself up there to where Sicaria is.
He's gonna like grasp Sicaria's shoulder in a friendly way and just gently push her to the side. And go at it himself.
Okay, so you're going to just try to do it on your own.
Of course.
Of course! So, maybe it took a lot out of you try and crawl across that rope, Beast, but you just try to put your shoulder behind it, and it's just like, not moving much.
Sophie,
Okay.
how about we both try pushing it together?
He's gonna growl and just roar at it before going at it again.
Is Sicaria going to step in and help as well? Because you both can hit on it.
Yes.
Okay, so both of you roll. And luckily, if you're both rolling,
Okay, that's a 21 for me.
alright. Yeah, this time with both of you, this boulder is moving. It just starts moving all the way down to where it stops, and you see now that there's like a hole above that has like acrobatic rings that you have to work your way up.
He's gonna give a huff through his nostrils and says, "Guess I gotta roar at these obstacles."
So are you planning on going the rest of the way, or are you going to just stay here?
He's gonna look to German.
Where
Then back
you're
to
at the
Sicaria
moment,
and
Jamon, you can't see where you're at the moment. It's like a tunnel that you've gone into.
would I know the direction of the start?
Yeah, you would know the direction of the start.
Okay, he's gonna look in that direction, and then back at Sicaria, and then gestures forward and says, "Ladies first."
All right. I guess we continue.
This is an acrobatics check here. Now, are you going to try to work together on this, or are you going to work separately?
Together?
Together would be good.
Okay, then both of you roll your
Yes.
acrobatics check.
Because I'm not good at acrobatics. As proven. Right there.
Oh. Good thing you told me you were working together beforehand.
Because I would have jumped at the ring that was swinging away from me and just fallen.
Yeah. As such, you do that as you're going up. You feel like, oh, okay, I'm going for that ring, and it just swings away. It's like, oh no. Luckily for you, a hand grabs your hand, pulls you up to another ring as Kaataria is just like helping you through this. If it wasn't for her, you would have been stuck there for who knows how long.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
So, as you get through all this, you get up to the top. Now people can see you again as you're kind of up high. You're about 40 or 50 foot off the main floor, per se, in this obstacle course. And now you just see where there is it's almost like metal slated stealth work that has been fully rolled up. And there's a couple of guide wires that'll go all the way across to like your next thing you've got to do. So you got to literally roll this out. And it's heavy. So it's an athletics check.
All right.
And it looks like you're working together on this one.
It seems to work. It seems
It seems
to
the
have
best
worked
thing to
so
do.
far. Why was that so freaking hard to say?
Oh, I can think of other harder stuff. But yeah, you both get behind this, start rolling it out. And yeah, there's plenty of room for you both to be able to do this. You're almost sharing load equally. Maybe V's carrying it a little more as Sakaria's not the strong one here. So obviously you two working in tandem might get you through this easier. So you finally get all the way across this bridge to the other end. And this time, there's another fun your acrobatics thing to do to get on down to where there's another like door you have to literally push out of the way. As such, who wants to go down this wire, or how you want to do this in tandem? As it's like literally this is smaller than a rope guide wire. It's like a metal rope that you've never seen before. Smaller in diameter that you got to get down.
So we can't work together on this one, can we?
Yeah, you can. You still can. You can help balance each other out and such. There's nothing saying you cannot work together.
Well, Sicaria would definitely help V, seeing as he is trying to do his acrobatics, but he still having a little bit of problems doing so. So definitely would help him here.
All right. So roll acrobatics.
Oh, whoops.
All right, you two kind of working together. Sicaria is kind of almost showing off helping Beats down, but yet Beats is actually handling it better than she figured he would have handled it. As you two kind of walk down this wire down to the, literally, you're going to the base floor where this is at. And now there's this huge stone door to push out of the way. So,
Sakaria is just going to ask a question out loud and say, why can't these doors just open peacefully if you ask nicely?
all right.
Okay. Thief is gonna look to the door. Can you open, please? Yes. He is really doing that.
Door doesn't move.
Damn it.
That would have been amazing.
Sakaria is going to look over to Viv and say, I kind of figured that wasn't going to work.
Oh,
So did I.
all right. Well, it takes both of you. You both are tired, obviously, with this endurance challenge deal. As you're both pushing this door open. Jermon, you when you can see them, you're like, okay, they're still okay, they're still safe, and probably you're giving updates to Sylvanca and Helena as they can't really be looking. So, any role play you want to do?
So they did that thing that I probably would have broken my ankle. Did that thing where my knee would have been dislocated. My legs hurt now. What my arm? No. I wouldn't have arms after that one. And I after the after the complaining, I just say in general, it's like they do this, that, for what I've seen. So, if you want to tell me what exactly it is, I'll tell them.
No, you've seen most of the challenges, so a couple of them you could not see because of like tunnel and such. So, but about the rest of it you could, which makes perfect sense with what you said about injuries and all, but complaining. Sylvanca's like, well, sounds like they're making good progress. It sounds like.
I'm waiting for the lightning. I'm waiting for it. It's gonna happen.
I think lightning already hit me and Helena personally, but whatever. So, yeah, you two push the door open. Took you a bit. You're huffing, but you've made it to the other end. And as you look across, you realize either path you would have taken, you would have met the same challenges. It was just in a different order. So now you two are able to go through the door, and actually, it's like a path and a ramp up. So, endurance wise, it might not be fully over with, even though it's just smooth walking from here.
All right.
So, as you two walk around, this is like a kind of going up one ramp, turning, and going up another, and you're actually coming back out into this room to where this light source has been. That, let's just say, is the reason why Sylvanca and Helena probably didn't feel the greatest in the world.
Well, we got to the light source.
He nods and then gestures to put her daggers in. But they holds up a finger and says, "Just daggers."
That's your meta, but okay. I'm gonna let that one slide.
Sakaria is just going to look at Veeth and tilt her head like, I know this. Why would I do anything else than my daggers? And with that, she would put her daggers in.
Alright, so the daggers that you had gotten that was a Drache Savith of Alter Kaataria, you would stick into the light. And as such, the light glows, contracts, it gets blinding. Dramon, I mean, it's blind to where you're having to shield your eyes a bit down there.
Dang it, Helena. Or
Yeah.
excuse me, Helen.
Helena and Sylvanca does need to make another save as the light even pushes out into the tunnel that far.
Oh, jeez.
Ooh, trust me.
Veeth is covering his eyes.
Yeah. So, yeah, wisdom save on this as it is more of a wisdom radiant save. Luckily, this is a lower DC actually, because Sylvanca did pull back down the tunnel.
Yeah.
Luckily, you're not taking any damage from this light, though. It's like painful, you know. It's not painful enough to be hurting you. It's like both of you are like, God, hurry up.
Make it stop!
But going back up there, as the light is contracting and such, and finally it dims down, and the light's kind of like out. And Sakaria has the two daggers in her hand. And as it is, weigh the handles and all, you know how Drache had these daggers. The blades have gotten about 4 inches longer. Very elegant curve to them, more so than what he had. The handles are like pure pearl white now, with emeralds in the hilt and such. And there's like almost like a red cord symbol across the middle of these handles. Waiting for Sakaria's reaction and Beat, as they're the two that can see this.
Sakaria is going to look at them closer and then say, now these are daggers that are different, but I still like them. And I just hope that I can make Drache proud by using them.
Okay. So I will be updating your daggers here in a minute on that. So, as that has been done, portals open up. Not one, but two. One opens up where Beat and Sakaria are. The other one opens up about in between Germon and Helena and Sakaria. Sylvanca are, sorry.
Oh, walking into that portal. And when I see those two, I'll just be like, oh, that parkour was just so easy.
It was fun.
Sylvanca and Helena, of course, will walk through. Well, I wish I could have enjoyed it, but there's a downside to this after all.
Just a tiny bit. You get used to it after a while, though.
Sicaria would give Sylvanca a hug and say, well, we could always get you some dark glasses and maybe that would help.
No.
She just looks at you. I don't know if that would actually help, but we gotta make sure they're at least stylish, because I wouldn't want to wear what like my godfather wore. Referring to Drache, as Drache does wear goggles a lot of times. They're kind of like goggles system of sun dark lenses, as they're called. So you've gotten through this. You're back outside. In fact, outside a little bit off that path that you had to go up. That's where you're at. And it looks to be about, after lunchtime, in the afternoon hours.
So, does anyone know where we should go from here?
Oh, I suppose I should let her know, shouldn't I? Alright, using it. Dear Sylvan, good old Sicaria has braved the trials of that fist god that had way too much parkour that I wanted to scream. But yes, she has her dagger, and it's divine infused. Yeah. What else would you like us to do?
Okay, you're contacting Sylvanca.
Nope.
Sylvan.
Oh, it's Sylvan. Okay. So, I was just working on daggers, trying to get these to match as they're supposed to be matched. Alright. Okay, that's wonderful to hear, Jamon. Is there anyone else with your group other than you four?
If you really want to know, I mean, I hope you're ready for a shocker. I'm gonna wait for you.
Just please answer the question.
The answer would be yes, another Sylvanca.
I see. Is there anything strange about this Sylvanca right now, or is she just normal?
Oh, you could say she's getting more towards the evil side. Think of Gurish. How about that one?
Okay. Dang. I gotta roll here.
You think I'm gonna lie against Sylvan? No, not with this crap dice bot. Are you kidding me?
So who's turning her into a succubus then? And you hear this, like, it's like a calm but angry monotone voice now.
Well, you can say some healing with the scars that the disgusting version of my existence did to her, because she was horribly burnt and all that. Her scars are gone, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that something happened there with her turning to a succubus. Is the only thing that would make sense. So I didn't ask for it. I didn't know anything about it.
I thought your mom had asked Ben to help her.
Okay. I don't know if you can't hear me due to microphone problems or what, but I said I asked her to help, yes, but it's the succubus part that I did not ask. So,
Okay.
yeah.
And who did you ask to heal the scars from?
Well, I asked Ben because at the time it seemed like a good idea. I was sick and tired of her having such a negative outlook on herself, so it's that world is disgusting, Sylvan. I mean, sure, I'm sorry that this happened, but at the same time, it just seemed like a good idea at the time, so.
Well, I'm glad that you at least have gotten that power, but I suggest you all get off this world right now, as I'm not wanting our Sylvanca getting influenced in any other ways from this one, as they're in the same world. You're one of the luckier ones with your other half. Due to the fact you've already met face to face, you don't have any traumatic things going back and forth between you two.
Disgusting. Well, at least I'm not from that gate world, so who knows how much longer I'll have to be, in Jamon's dealt with, thanks to lovely Bastille, so oh well. We helped you, at least, so, and stressed you out, but I mean, kinda happens.
Very well. As I say, just she needs to be off this world, because Sylvanca's already seen some images that might be true images from that world. And let's just say it can be traumatic enough for her as to who they involved.
I could only imagine some things that she'd have to go through or see and do and whatever. I'm not going to put my mind there. I don't need to be stressed because I was in a horrible temple. But yes, I'll tell the group now. You have a good day. Or try to.
Very well, you too. So, communication here has ended between you two.
Alrighty. You need to get out of here. So, let's just say the other Sylvanca is having some problems. We need to get out of here. So, we got divine power. We can get the heck out of here now. So,
Samonga just looks at you. What do you mean, problems? I mean, hell, this was. I'll have to admit, I actually enjoyed my sleep last night for the first time ever.
well, that's good. But, I mean, there's other worlds that we can have just as much fun, so. But no. The other Sylvankas. You can tell me to roll at any time. But yeah, it's like I'm assuming she's seen stuff that you've done before. Just think about it. That's all I gotta say.
Whatever. Either way, I figure she'll see these kind of images one way or the other. Doesn't bother me, but well, I guess contacting Calfram or Ben is the thing to do.
Point at the girls.
Who wants to do it, Helena or Sakaria?
Helena, why don't you contact Calfrium?
Yeah, I'll contact Calfrey and be like, can you bring us back to our world? Apparently, having two Sylvancas in the exact same world is not a good idea.
Calfram, after a few moments, comes back. What do you mean? Well, never mind. I'll sure, definitely come get you. I take it you've been at least successful?
Yep. Fuck these temples. I'm done with them.
Oh, alright, very well. I'll be there momentarily. So, as y'all wait for Calfrim to come, we'll take a break. And after break, find out where you're going next. So, we'll be right back, everyone. Hopefully you're liking how the face rig, what I could come closest to as a Sylvanca fire dancer for the evil campaign looks. So I'll be right back.
All right.
All right, everyone, we're coming back live to Kaataria After Dark. So, as we were going to break, call's been called out for Calfrium to come pick up these wild and crazy people. Perhaps evil in a sense, but no, never, right?
Never.
I would do nothing bad. What are you talking about? I'm a perfect angel.
Mm.
Oh,
Mm.
that makes two of us. You and I both are angels.
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
Sylvanca joins the party as well.
Well, any your RP happen before Calfrium shows up? Nope. Alright, so after waiting a bit, the portal opens up and you see Calfrium walk through. And Calfrium's eyes is already looking over towards Sylvanca. And it's like, okay,
Surprise!
Yep, it's a thing.
sorry, I cannot reach that moment or up. Oh god. Yep, puns are starting. Okay. So Calfrium's like, alright, well, where do you need to go now, per se?
Off of here.
Off from here.
Back to our world.
Okay. Well, portal is still open, and he's like, well, go ahead and step on through the portal then. I figure you still need to stay to do other things.
Veeth would go through.
I'll go to the portal. Turn behind. I'll miss you terribly, you amazing world. But I reclaim two of your powers. Deuces. Leaves.
How do you know we walk through? That afterwards.
I take it Sakari and Sylvanca's kind of going through it at the same time.
Yes.
Kind of follows through. Now, you come out in sort of like his study / laboratory of his, where you come out at. Obviously not thinking that you would be coming back to this world so soon.
Surprise.
He's like, well, I take it you did at least get another divine power into fusing a weapon.
Two of them.
Veeth would hold up his hammer.
He knew,
Hammer.
yeah, he knew about the ham axe. So,
I'd hold up my daggers.
kind of comes over, looks very elegant look to it. I don't know if I like it, but each to their own, of course. At least it will serve the purpose anyway.
Sicaria would just smile and say, well, I'm sure they'll cut through bone just fine.
Oh, Sylvanca and him probably are about giggling and laughing at that one. Like, yep, you're right.
Hmm. Kind of miss the little idiot. Sakaria, would you like to cut a little bit off of the idiot me? Just go carve it up.
I think Sylvanca would like that, and with that, I would pull out the torture tools that I had bought for Sylvanca and hand them to her.
Okay, are they just unwrapped or wrapped up or what?
They're wrapped up.
Oh, for me, and she would actually open them up, and you start seeing some of these tools. It's like, oh, males would definitely get cringes from looking at a couple of them. Helena probably sees them and is like, oh, nice toys.
Yeah.
Definitely would have to try these out. Dang, you definitely did get me something nice there. Anything else I should know about?
I have one more gift for you, but that's for later.
Okay. I'm looking forward to that one too. But yeah, I do feel like cutting up on that stupid little thing. Shall we go, Dramon?
Let's go. La di da di da. Gonna cut your bum off.
So, Dramon and Sylvanca, I don't know if Sakaria is going to follow behind as well. It's going to go down and torture Dramon of this world up some more.
No, Sakaria is probably going to go and put Sylvanca's other gift in her room, so Sylvanca would be able to find it easily when she goes to her room.
Okay. So, Beat and Helena.
Hello.
What are you two doing?
Yes.
Are you looking for anyone? Going to do whatever? What are you doing?
Not much. Just probably go lay on the beach and eat popcorn. You know, my usual.
Um.
Alright, so we have this image of Helena going to go out to the beach and just lay there eating her popcorn.
Yep.
So, Beat?
That's what I'm trying to decide. Like, is there a forest nearby, near the castle?
There's some trees. Now remember, this is an island castle, and literally there's not much land beyond the castle. But there are trees and such. But as in a true forest, if you're thinking of hunting, you're probably not going to find much in the way of anything.
Veeth is probably just. Actually, he's gonna go up to Calfrian
Okay?
and ask, "Is there spare furniture?"
Spare furniture. What do you need spare furniture for, Beat?
Obstacle course.
You want an obstacle course?
He nods.
I'm sure I can get something set up out in the practice yard if you wish. What kind of obstacles are you wanting, per se?
He'll say like log jumps and what else would he want?
Basically,
Log
more
jumps.
acrobatic style course.
Acrobatics with um with athletics.
Okay.
A mix.
Okay, a mixture. All right. He's like, okay, all right. I think I got something in mind. I can change it up each day. That way, it's a new challenge and such. So he'll walk with you out to the courtyard. Kind of closes his eyes and starts this chant. Very arcana style. After a few, everything changes, and you have now kind of like a obstacle course for the period that you could go through. There's definitely acrobatics and athletics involved in this.
He kind of just smiles and then starts it.
Okay. Just for the sake of things, make me an acrobatics check and a athletics check. Actually, 2 acrobatics and 1 athletics, because that's the way I was going to have it set. You'll heavier on the acrobatics for you.
Two acrobatics and athletics.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you're falling off a lot of the acrobatic parts of it. Not really. Not doing good. The athletics part, you got down pat. It's just these. You just don't have the balance like Kaataria does, or Sylvanca maybe. So, yeah, it's just. I mean, you definitely keep trying. You'll get through a course once or twice. Obviously, California may not change it up unless you're really flying through it with no problems type thing. So, definitely work to be done. As such, about closer to dinner time, everyone would start moseying towards the kitchen because you start smelling that food. Of the, cooking that you remember from Calfrium instead of the field rations you've been eating on for the past who knows how long, other than wherein you were in pack rows enjoying that wedding stuff. So as you were coming in, you do happen to see good old Ben there. Eating on a piece of happens to be some of that meat that Helena's probably going to just grab in a hurry.
Yep.
And so she's
Wait
like,
your turn.
No.
waiting your turn doesn't get you a lot of food down where we're from. But
Wait
That
your
was, sorry, that was
turn.
out of character.
No.
well, that would have been
Well,
It would have been
let's just keep it in
fun.
character.
okay.
Talina will look at you. Wait your turn means you lose an arm.
Ben just goes, yes, yes, yes. So, you're back here, and as I understand it, you've gotten a couple of weapons with divine power. I heard.
Ugh. I don't like divine powers. You're mean and evil.
Trust me, it may be needed. I mean, we have to get things we don't like to use at times, but we do want Bow's Wrath of God, don't we, my daughter?
Yes, we do.
I also have heard, and about this point, Sylvanca, I did not intend actually for this to happen. I truly did not. If anyone wants to roll insight, you can. That is your choice.
Does that also count for me as well?
Yeah. Okay. Alright. Well, only Helena really knows the true intent here.
Of course I do.
You know your father too well. Everyone
I do.
else feels like, oh, he's telling true. So this is some sort of side effect, but I have no controls over her at all. And which is totally true here. So she's free to make whatever choices she wants. I mean, it's quite obvious due to the fact, usually, if I was to do it, the horns would definitely be there. Uh, and the wings would be more icy and such. She would actually take on more of the icy look, which you see here she's not. Someone could just like, I'm not going to say it's a bad thing that it's happening. And I mean, that day you notice the wings have gotten maybe a little larger. I mean, it's definitely kind of slow since sleeping. You know, you see her just sniffing. Because, as I say, there's demon boar meat and such. Calfrim's obviously getting it for Helena and such there. And you just see Sylvanca just like, what is smelling so good? Obviously,
The
her.
board, the demon board. You want some, don't you? Don't be shy.
She looks like, well, it definitely smells good for some reason to me now.
Of course it does.
Ben's like, Helena, give her a piece. I mean, obviously she's got.
Of course. I hand her a piece. Like a nice big piece that she could have multiple bites in.
She'll just bite into it. And it's like, you know, if it was like a good succulent steak or whatever, you know, that great flavorful taste. This is almost like the look she's having eating a piece of this. And just literally is like manners out the window. Eating it now. I mean, Sakaria, of course, can eat it for some reason as well. She's able to.
Must be my tiefling side.
Oh, yes, must be. I wonder how much more is it really demonic instead of tiefling. So, Ben then goes, well, obviously they didn't want to keep you there. And obviously it's because someone went there without really need to. But before anyone would say anything, I understand she was of great help, so I can't fault you for having her there. So, as I look at what's going on over there and such, anything else I should know about? I heard something that their Jamon was going to actually try to blow up Balzrath.
Mm-hmm. He's an idiot.
Yes, indeed. But how would he gotten close to Balzrath? I mean,
Well, actually, I know. It's because Balzrith is an idiot who couldn't even see through my disguise. I mean, come on. Like, I'm too freaking soft and all of that, so. He's I can tell he's a goody two shoes in a sense. Yeah. But still, I bet he could have pulled it off.
oh, I'm sure, but knowing you, Jamon, you would have had a plan in place. If it was you, how would you have done it?
Well, really, with the Endbringer, I would have, got the required power, and I would have, went to the Mages Guild, which on that world, they have all the, or most of the freaking demons and stuff out and all that. Had like a portal there, activated it, had your, nice little disguises on or whatever, because if he didn't know what the gatekeeper Jamon looked like, then he's just an idiot. Or like, if he wasn't able to guess it and stuff, then yeah, I'm just gonna call him an idiot. I mean, you gotta know some things prior. So, assuming that he would get this knowledge, he'd go through that portal. He'd be like, "Oh, hey, I'm back," and everything. But this is assuming that he realized what I may have pulled off with Serena. And if he didn't, then he probably would have firewalled everyone until Balzareth got close and then went boop, with the Endbringer dagger and then boom, dead. If that's how the Endbringer works. I don't really care how it works and all of that. All I care about is his little lover is all over him now. So yeah, don't have to worry about him, I think.
Yes. So, portal from a Mage's Guild to Mage's Guild across worlds, then. This gives me an idea on something. But
Uh-oh.
But I definitely don't want you going back to the Prime, but I'm thinking a different world. Because I think we need our own set of orbs of destruction for some portal workings to get close to them. Because I have a couple ideas to shall we say, flesh them out in a way to make them easier to attack. And I'm sure by that point, hopefully there's enough seeds planted to realize that Prime Kaataria is going to have to come here for the fight.
Mm-hmm.
So, we go to another world, because we can't get Lords of Destruction here. They're in use already. But a different world to get them. I'm thinking a world that maybe Balzrub hasn't had his eye on, so the orb's probably still out and about, not even been looked for.
I prefer no arcane force, but that's just me.
Well, knowing how each of the world's times are, as I do, I know a little bit of a perfect world. The only thing is, of course, there's going to be a Dermon in that world, a Sylvanca, so, and possibly a Beat as well. And we lost Sakaria for a second. Thing is, I know with your paradoxing system, Jamon, you really won't cause any problem with that Jamon there.
Yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't even know him, so.
Yes. Sylvanca, I have a feeling you're going to need her there. Like you could keep me from going with them if I wanted to. He just kind of laughed. Yes, indeed. But you definitely will have to try to keep a low profile and hopefully not draw attention of certain individuals. Because I don't think they would like what we were doing. Would any of you have a problem doing this?
I look at it this way: Balsrith isn't dead, and ooh, with the misfits and all of that. Oh God, no, not really. I helped the Prime Bastille get the Prime Dramon stop being an idiot, so I'm pretty confident in myself and all the other things that I've done. So let's do it.
All right. The rest of you agree?
Of course.
Veeth would nod.
Sicaria would smile and just nod.
All right. Why don't you get a nice sleep here for the night, and then in the morning you can head to that world. I'm thinking the first orb we should get is probably the most hectic of them. And it's actually one of the smallest ones to get. Save the biggest for last because of how big it is, how hard it's to carry. Let's start off with the smaller ones first. So, he looks over to you, Beat. I heard
Hello.
something happened to the jacket that I gave you.
Bastille forgot to give it back.
Oh, he did now.
I mean, I'll put it this way: literally, both of them are cute as buttons. So I mean, don't fault me on it. They look good in that jacket, both of them.
Hmm. Well, I know how much you liked it, so snap of fingers. One that is exactly like one that you had, Beat, is right there by you.
He would grab it. And then look at Helena.
Yes.
This one is mine.
I don't need a jacket in the cold. I told you that already.
Oh, you sure you're not feeling so awesomistic or something? You know, you gotta get that fire out.
No.
Well, Ben, you know your own daughter, so I'll let you decide.
No, she doesn't. I know she doesn't need the jacket. I mean, we are from part of the cold regions of the demonic plane, so we're used to fiery ice, not fiery fire, per se.
She
'Cause-
stole jacket.
I did no such thing.
Well, that makes you stay on your toes then.
Veith is just gonna hard stare at Helena for a good bit.
I'm doing nothing but eating my demon meat.
He would then just turn and go.
Okay. So yeah, Sylvanca's still eating on demon meat too. So unless you have any other questions, he's like, well, I know where the first orb is, and that one will be hectic. California, I'm sorry to say, this island could start getting some bad weather. As this world has them about matching what Prime's would be. Calfram kind of rolls his eyes. I don't want snow all time out there on the ground. I'm gonna see what I can do to help contain some of that chaos. You see him just get up and start going to his lab. You also see Serena and the Cloud Chaser siblings walk in.
They get waved at.
And yes, yeah. You actually noticing that Freya might have taken a little more. I mean, they already had like a white furish color, but it's almost like hers is icing more, being the cleric too bit.
Hmm.
And also, she does have this 8-foot skeleton beside her.
Well. I think somebody would have been so much fun to have beside when I defeated a certain person. You're doing so well, Freya.
Oh my
Freya's just, yes, thanks to you and Helena for helping me. And the path I'm going now.
Do you have a name for your big skeleton bodyguard?
Started calling him Mr. Bones. Just, I thought it was cliched enough for it.
Does your
Man, you
brother
gotta
like?
Oh, go ahead.
Does your brother approve?
I try to come up with a more complicated one, but what? Mr. Bones was nice. And you notice now that it seems like he's been working out. He's definitely, if anything, they were half starved and all. He's actually bulking up.
Veith, I don't know. He might give you a run for your money now. I've heard amazing things about a certain cloud chaser's muscles.
They're not as big as mine.
They'll get bigger, I'm sure.
Well, this has been helping. He pulls off. Now, he was using a great sword in training with you. This thing is like 3 times the size. It's like a bastard great sword of evil intentions, you could say, that Ben's given him now.
Oh.
Is it like the Dragon Chase from Dark Souls 3?
No.
Aww.
It's a sword, not a club.
It still would be epic.
Helena, why are you making me want Dragon to rewrite him? Okay, I'm stopping.
But yeah, I mean, V, you would have no problems using this weapon. A few of others here might, of course. I mean, they don't have strength requirements for it, per se.
I'll stick to my court sorcerer staff.
Oh, what now? Oh, my. So, we're talking about Kilgara Cloud Chasers then. Mr. Bones is just a skeleton. A Goliath skeleton, but still a skeleton.
Skeleton, nonetheless. He's not like Jack Skellington from the Nightmare Before Christmas. That would have been epic.
Yeah, I mean,
I agree with that.
so. Serena's like, yes, we've been doing things for Ben. In fact, we've even gone and talked to the others here that we're supposed to work with. Try and work with them on a few things here. Even though it's, as Ben Frick would say, is a waste of time.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, but we must make a pretense of working with them, of course. But I'd rather have our great team here accomplish what we need to accomplish instead of just playing around with goody two shoes.
Oh, thank God. You agree with me on that one.
Yes, and there's going to be a time where you're all going to have to go talk with them again, and I just have bad feelings about that for some reason. But as I say, enjoy the rest of your night, and come morning, off to another Kaataria to grab a few orbs from them. Hopefully, they don't even realize they're missing. That man would take up another big hunk, like almost like a leg hunk. There's like a whole board that was there. He just grabs a whole leg hunk, starts chewing on it as he walks out. So, any RPs to be done before morning?
Boy, I've had some interesting memories come back as I go to the Cloud Chasers. It's like, I knew you're important, but let's just say I kind of remembered that somebody has a boyfriend. Want to guess who has a boyfriend here of you two?
Priya just looks at you like, knowing how things are, it'd probably be me more or less.
Kilgara. He's dating a Minotaur.
Priya just laughs. Seriously? I thought he would have better taste.
You just roasted him so bad, though.
Wow.
I have to do what the dice rolled. I'm sorry.
Well, no, like that's me, like losing my German accent. I just look at him, I start laughing hard. Or look at her. Ooh.
That was like completely shot down.
Ripperoonie.
The thing is, you have Kilgara there just staring blankly, not under, like, boyfriend. Man.
Yes, Kilgara, people think you're drop dead beautiful, but more like handsome. Excuse me. Freya, but yes, you're hilarious. Would you like to come with us sometime? Like, I wouldn't mind you making me laugh. I mean, kicking some butt sometime with me. Yeah. Because I do remember all these other times when Freya Cloud Chaser was a genuine badass. So, well, at least I remember talk and stuff. Excuse me, I got ahead of myself.
Well, maybe some other time, as when I'm not doing something for the master, of course. I must follow where his light shines.
Well, I might have a fun little surprise for you, anyways, when it comes to well, how about I'll just say family, and if you can teach that person the ways, then it might be a little fun for you. And I walk away. So that's what she gets for rolling like that.
So, any other rough ways to happen? And just to let you know, that was a bad roll, not a good roll.
It's still epic.
Well, like Mukadil would have been furious with Jamal. That's like the funniest thing he's heard all day.
So, if no other RPs, I'm sure something between Sylvanca and Kaataria happens, but of course that's off stream, not on stream. Because there was another gift mentioned, so. Next morning comes, unless anything else is mentioned. Y'all get ready. You'll notice that, wings are almost fully developed on Sylvanca now. Her tail's about almost the length as well. It looks like her nails, though, are like claws now. You wouldn't want her to just rake you with them. It would draw blood quite easily.
Oh, Sylvanca, darling. You're just. Ooh, you don't even need tools anymore. Hey there, German. Guess what I can do? Rake.
Yes. I thought about doing that real quickly, but we're on a tight time schedule, I hear. And she's just looking at some of her claws, per se. So, unless anything is said, you move on down to the courtyard, where Ben has it looks like an icy portal. You can definitely see what's across it, and just looking across it makes people that it does not like the cold to want to put a coat on.
Hey, guess what Beef does?
Puts a major coat on, probably.
You guessed it in one.
Yes, so with that, it's like just contact Calfrim when you get each orb, and he'll come and do a pickup and help you get closer to where the next one is supposed to be. Now, the second one is going to be a bit difficult to not alert people, but hopefully we can do that. I have great faith in you all.
So, what about the third one? I'm curious.
The third one is actually in a temple that is going to be easier. I don't know about easy, but at least it can be gotten into and such without a lot of people knowing.
So, maybe we could get the first and third one? I mean, we don't want to alert them and all that. I mean, isn't that an option, or am I missing
Quite
something?
an option. I mean, after you get the first one, if you wish to do it that way. Of
Okay.
course.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
so, as this happens, if nothing else is said, you always step through the portal. Something might be in Helena's head from them about something. As you all go through, you're up to your waist in snow, as there is like a major blizzard happening here.
Welcome home, Helena.
Oh, look, more snow! Yay!
Oh.
So, Do a perception check to figure out where you need to go here. As I look for someone's name to message them what was maybe mentioned mentally. Alright, so. Alright. Other than Beast Roll. I mean, everyone here is already spotting what they need to be spotting, per se, at the moment. And of course,
Oh,
Beast
peaceful.
definitely is probably seeing more so. Helena, Jamon, Sakaria. You all are seeing some broken down ruins and such. And you realize, okay, he would put us close to where we need to go for the first one. V, you actually are seeing even more about the way these ruins are set up. Almost like there's someone at least around, it seems. Though you don't see this no displace or anything, it's just like you're seeing like your tidbits on like maybe pieces of the ruin and all. It's like someone's here around.
Veith would mention this.
Okay. Responses?
So that means we need to be careful.
Yes, indeed. Well, let's see if we can find an entrance then. Beef, it seems like you got a good idea of things. Why don't you lead the way?
He'll start leading the way.
Alright. So, as you all follow Beef, he's kind of following and you're coming to like, the snow's not as high. It's maybe up to your knees in a couple of these areas just about. Anyone wants to roll an investigation?
Sicaria will.
Okay.
Boop. Anyone?
Looks like Jamon's got the bot working for him again.
Finally.
Let's be more random like it should be. So, yeah, but Jamon, as you and Sylvanca are looking, you actually, because you wrote the crit, I'm giving it to you first, you actually hit like a ring to like a, and you realize it's like a door to a cellar or something type door. Now, to pull it open, I mean, Sylvanca's like, oh, it looks like you found it, Jamon.
Oh, I did. All right. Door to the cellar. Here we go.
Strength check to open it.
Foolish bot, I'll burn you where you stand.
And Sylvanca's like, Sylvanca's trying to help you too, Dramon. It's like, Veet, we could probably use some extra health here. Beat.
Sorry.
Was it?
You just got asked for some extra muscle to open up a cellar door. As Jamon and Sylvanca is having problems even opening it.
All right. I will go over and help. Strength.
So as Jamon and Sylvanca still trying to pull on it, Beats comes up, grabs it, and just heaves it, and snow and all is coming up as you pull the door open finally. Some snow kind of falls in, and you see where there's like a spiral staircase, and it is dark as hell going down.
I swear I'm going to sue anyone that makes a dungeon. You just make it, torches on the side and all that. No, they want you to go through hell with night vision or something. Let's see. Sunrod.
Alright. So you just pull out a sunrod, activate it, and there's like a bright light shining. One moment. You see Sylvanca kind of squint her eyes and all when you do that. It's like, make sure people with dark vision doesn't have that happen right in their face. It first lighting up can hurt our eyes.
Keeps going as you complain.
So is Jamon leading the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what happens.
Yeah, that's what happens. Okay. So, Jamon, I need you to make a perception check as you're going down through here. Sylvanca's coming in behind you. Probably with Beats right behind her, more than likely.
Yes.
And Sakaria and Helena pulling up the rear.
Yep.
That order. Helena in a dead last spot.
I'm fine with that.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Yep. As you're walking down, Demon, all of a sudden you felt like a string just kind of break as you hit it.
So I'm just.
This is a trap that is very well known, and I'm glad there's no metagaming involved here. Make me a dex save, everyone. Dex save, and depending on certain things, I can let you do things. And okay. So I know Sakaria has a choice. Beat definitely has a choice. Helena?
I'm. Yeah.
Okay, so first up for Sakaria. Here's your choices. You can be sliding down this smooth ramp now that's almost like ice, around and around and around, or you can glide.
I will take the glide.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, for Veet and Jamon, Sylvanca actually spreads her wings out. This is like a reaction, and she kind of goes up above Beast's head as as you two are just sliding down. Yet you're staying on your feet as you're doing this. How? Who knows? With Jamon.
Obviously, I do snowboarding.
Yeah, Helena. You don't get your wings spread out or anything. You just start sliding down this thing on your butt.
Wee out. Wee out.
So, yeah. Uh, so after about a minute of this, Jamon and Bede, you hit the ground floor, kind of stumbling a few feet, but you stay on your feet.
All right.
Then you have this wee sound coming. So,
I get out of the way.
all right, Jamon, are you getting out of the what?
To the side. Waits for the wee to go.
So you two step out to the side. That's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah. Okay. I hope you resetted your hit points because you did have a long rest there.
I thought I did.
Okay. Well, anyway, you're taking 2 points of bludgeoning damage when you finally stop hitting the wall. Could have been a lot worse.
You use the wall to stop yourself.
Yeah. Then you have Sylvanca coming in. Kind of. It's not the most graceful. Let's just put it that way. She's never had wings in her life, so. And she literally lands on like her knees and hands where she stops using the wings. There at the floor by you guys. Of course, Sakaria just glides on in right next to her and lands.
I'd probably help her back up to her feet and say, "You'll get used to it."
Well, I figured I could have done what Dramon and Beat did, actually, but that was a new experience.
Did you drop any popcorn there, Helena? Did she have to like navigate with popcorn or something? You do forget the little would you say kernels a lot? So and the seeds.
Oh, that's right. I forgot to mention something, and this is like one of the first gifts I was going to be giving out anyway. Helena's got a nice bucket now that just replenishes with popcorn all the time.
When did I get this?
Technically, you would have got it the night before. Just knowing how much you enjoy that stuff, your father would have gave you a bucket that just magically more popcorn appears in for you to eat.
Yeah.
Dang.
Talking
That's a
about nice
mythic
gift.
That's a mythic tier 10 item.
Yes, each of you will kind of have something just show up, but starting at a little bit early because let's put it this way: anything else for Helena just doesn't make sense in my mind.
At least at this current point in time.
Yeah, but that's the way it is. Do a perception around y'all. If you got down the quick way. Okay. Helena?
Nah, I'm working on it.
Okay. All right. Who knows what Jamon's looking at, but
Popcorn kernels.
yeah, someone could probably be like, maybe I need to eat something after that. That just didn't feel right to me. She's actually, I felt that she actually failed with perception. Yeah. But for Zakaria, Beat, and Helena, you do look around and you notice there's a few different paths here to take. Basically in the cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west. So, what? And I mean, it seems like this place is clean. No one has any good on their tray, I believe, so I don't have to worry about that part.
I have neutral.
Neutral doesn't cut it. You have to be good in some aspect. So if you're neutral, that's good for me. Less voices for me to do.
I usually don't make good, so they're mainly chaotic neutrals for me.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. And I know we have chaotic evils here and such. So yeah, you're not gonna hear any certain voices or anything like that. Probably all good because you probably think you're going crazy. So you all notice that it's actually no dust. You have noticed there's like no dust or anything. It's like it's being kept up down here. Though, for some reason, Jamon and Sylvanca is actually missing us, which is maybe a good thing. You are picking up a slight odor.
So there's an odor here, but which way should we go?
It would be like a nature check, maybe Arcana check to know what the odor is exactly. And since Sakari did mention it, Jamon can even roll on that now as he's trying to pick up on it. Though faintly, though, it's not exactly the most pleasant of odors.
Annoying little thing, whatever this. I wish I would have feigned ignorance. Oh well. Let's see.
Yeah. And the DC was a lot higher for Arcana, and yet Jamon, of course, beats it.
We don't have to roll if we don't want to, correct?
No, as I say, not the most pleasant of odors, and yet maybe it is pleasant to Helena. Who knows? I mean, she is half demon after all. So, yeah, Sakaria, you're not sure exactly what it is. This is not Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory, Sin.
Get the idea up now.
I haven't taken them to that world yet. If you think I haven't.
Thank God.
So there's an arcane forest version 2 or something? Oh, goody.
Yeah, at least it's not all side effects. Oh, I'm joking with you too, Sam. I hope you know that. But for you, Jermon, you realize this is like a rotting flesh dripping smell.
Well, of course, Mr. Primitive over there isn't really doing much. Otherwise, he would have noticed that there is a rotting flesh smell, and I hate it. I guess I'm going to have to lead the way then. Someone check for traps while I walk. So
So,
I try to see where areas are bigger smell or whatever.
roll an investigation.
Nope.
It's kind of, I mean, around this staircase area, as you go around, it's hard to tell. You can almost rule out one passageway. And one of the reasons why, and it's not just on smell, but down here, it's actually got lidded areas. But that one hallway is totally dark going all the way down. Which is the east, kind of like what would be called the east path.
Where is he? Where is he? Primitive, primitive, primitive. Go look for it. It's rotting flesh. Go do it. Go do it. I've had enough of this place already. I don't have enough motivation to be here.
Vitha look at Dramon and then goes to look.
As you're being told what it is and all, this can fall under your hunter background as you're trying to hunt and such. That is under survival, so please make me a survival check.
Would I have advantage?
Uh, you have advantage, but DC is the name. I'll give you advantage. Because actually the DC was being lowered because of that. But all right. You didn't even need advantage. You rolled a 17 first.
I do have proficiency in that as well.
Yes. So, yeah, you go into your hunter mode. Everyone's kind of seen this a couple of times, but yeah, you're hunting. And it's like on the south way passage and the west way passage, it's the strongest. And you really, due to the number you roll, you really get, and it's like almost the western way might be traveled a bit more than the southern. But both paths are really traveled by this smell.
All right.
waiting for you to tell the others, I guess. I mean,
He would look back and tell them.
Go on, Veeth. I don't follow like you do, so go.
okay, so which path are we taking? Are we taking the west? It sounds like there's someone here, and if the orb's here, it means it's being guarded.
It sounds like we should check that area first to see if that is the way we're supposed to go. But it's also strange that they'd have so many passages here.
Sylvanca is actually looking at a couple of the passages and such and really looking. Anyone else can do a history check about this, but okay. If Helena's not wanting to roll, because if Veeth read about it, I'd be shocked to know how he read about this, because I don't think it would be a subject matter he would care about.
Oh yeah, I'll roll.
Because why not? Let's check.
No.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, it's okay.
20.
So for Germán and Helena, as before Sylvanca would say anything, you kind of look closer at this and you realize now that this is like an underground, almost like it was to be the stationing area of an underground drow society. But it seems abandoned.
An abandoned underground drow society. I only know Elvish, so that's really a bore. Annoying.
Sylvanca just looks at you. Well, I happen to have learned drow. One good thing I got from someone. So, if anything, I can definitely read the drow. Could start giving you some lessons in it too when we're torturing your counter self back home.
Motivation while learning. I like that style.
So, she turns, yeah, so, I agree. Society. Oh, no wonder. Okay. I guess we're going. She'll start looking. I bet we're going to run into traps. Do you want to go west or south? Is my thing.
Why not west? I don't see stuff that says, "Ooh, go there. Ooh, danger ahead. Please don't go down there."
Dang, if only it was that easy, Damon.
Mm-hmm.
So is me taking the front and leading as he can?
Sure, yeah.
All right. Who's gonna follow in behind Beat?
Me, I guess.
All right. I say Sylvanca with Kaataria and Helena.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So yes, you all start going down this hallway. Perception check.
Sorry, I will be back in just a minute.
Can you roll your perception before you leave?
Yep. Yep.
All right.
Seems I lost the trail.
You didn't lose the trail per se. You just, yeah.
Yeah, be right back.
Yeah.
Won't be long.
Okay.
Does everyone make a perception check or just the two?
Technically, it should be just Jermon and Beathis are the two in front, per se.
Okay.
So Jermon is welcome to do it. Yeah.
I'm too distracted by the noises Veeth makes.
Yeah. Pete doesn't notice anything. Yeah. Let's just say you're coming to. I mean, there's like a strange looking floor, but nothing's ever thought about it from Beat or Jermon. You just thought, oh, must have been reworked or something with your perception. So when V steps out on a thing, can someone roll a dex save for him? And it would be a +1.
Almost did my character on accident. Rip. Uh-oh. Five dragon.
Yes, I see it's a 5.
Sorry, dinner was here.
No problem. I'm just having to pull out some D6s.
Mm-hmm. Just for you.
Yeah, you failed this, but 12, 18, 24, 30, 35, 39 points of fire damage to you, Meat.
39 points of fire damage.
Uh-huh. So,
Well, we healed back up to full, so
yeah.
we do that.
Yeah, you were healed back up to full, so.
So 39 damage. Okay.
Because when Beats just moved forward, Jamon or him did not spot how these tiles were right here. As such, you set off an arcane trap, Beats. Kind of, you couldn't even jump out of a way. You tried to because of your danger sense as it was setting off on a trap, and yeah, Jamon, right in front of you, you see this like column of fire going up. And yeah.
I don't think that's how I want to roast a Veeth. Just let me know if you need a health potion.
I'm fine.
Sylvanca would move up to the front, seeing Beats kind of, well, could have been a lot worse, I guess. Obviously, there's traps. Sakaria, would you like to help me figure out how to maybe disarm this area, as these floor panels are different from most?
Sure, I'll be more than happy to help. I then look to V's and say, if you wanted a fire bath, I'm sure you could just ask Dermon.
So, roll a investigation.
Everybody?
No, just Sakaria. Luckily on this, Sylvanca did do a decent roll. So, after a bit, you're just not used to a multi-trap system like this, Sakaria. It was kind of confusing you on this one. But Sylvanca finally is like, oh, it's like this, Sakaria. As she starts pointing out a couple of things, probably going into Thieves' Cant on a couple of things, as certain trade secrets maybe certain people don't want out. And then finally, you will be making a disarming roll for you and her. Well, she's done her role, but just for you to help, you'll be making a roll to do a disarm as well. And I'm trying to. So, actually, for this, do survival. As I've been trying to find out a couple of things that say really, how they jumbled a lot of stuff together. So this will be a survival check to disarm. So with Sylvanca's talking through as well, yeah, this is nothing for you two to finally disarm fully off on all the mechanical parts of it. And then Sylvanca's like, the ones that has a rune symbol on them, don't step on. Unless you want to bounce like a V tier.
Sakaria would smile and say, but that's fun.
Yeah, well, I'd rather
It's
you not be
warm.
burned.
Oh, that makes sense, doesn't it? Zakaria was so happy when she got a Blade Blast Fireball. Hmm.
Yeah. So, you all move past this. Everyone make a perception check. And about winter berries, I think about winter berries from Guild Wars 2, and I wouldn't be eating them. I'd be using them for craft to buying stuff.
I had one really good perception, and then everything else just went.
That's actually enough for you, Beats, with your proficiency.
Still doesn't change the fact.
Still doesn't. Yeah, I mean, you probably as you just had gotten some of the burnt out of your ears. Yeah, you, Helena, and Sylvanca kind of like start like, okay. As you two are hearing what you will find out about next week. So, with that, as it is known, next week is my birthday week, starting Monday. Going to try to do some special things for every group this week. It started it a bit early, but it's going to be like something you'll extra for every character. I'm feeling generous here on my birthday. And as such, maybe we'll do a special stream here or there around other streamer schedules. I don't want to interfere with my friends and all that. So with that, hope you have a great weekend, everyone. I will see you Monday night at 6:30 for World of Kaataria with the Heroes of Legend. And they're in kind of like a major beta base with war machine golems walking around, maybe? How are they going to handle this?
Very carefully.
Either very carefully or
not at all.
hopefully carefully, but if not, maybe some battle ensuing. So, with that, keep on gaming, everyone. See you Monday. Make sure you catch these awesome streamers that will stream on the weekends when they can and such. And of course, we will raid someone. I just got to see who's on or who's going to come on or anything like that.